The contradiction of Alcaraz about the new Indian Wells court, it suits my game well. Carlos Alcaraz continues to showcase his best level at the Indian Wells Masters 1000. After a solid first-round victory against Quentin Elise by 6-4 and 6-2, the Spanish player has changed his perception of the court, which initially didn't convince him. Before his debut, Alcaraz had expressed some doubts about the surface, believing it would be too fast for his playing style. However, after his first match, his opinion has completely changed. The court is slow, and the ball bounces a lot, so it suits my game well. I feel at home here, he stated after his victory. These words align with the opinions of other players like Novak Djokovic and Alexander Zverev. With his first match resolved without complications, Alcaraz will face Canadian Denis Shapovalov in the second round in the early hours of Monday, March 10 to Tuesday, March 11. Shapovalov is a talented opponent, but his performance in recent months has been inconsistent, making the Spanish player the clear favorite to advance in the tournament. The surprising eliminations of Novak Djokovic and Alexander Zverev in the first round have completely changed the tournament's landscape. Alcaraz, who is already one of the main contenders, now has a much clearer path to defending his title at Indian Wells. Moreover, the news of Jannik Sinner's 3-month suspension due to a doping case adds a new factor to the ATP ranking scenario. With Djokovic out of the tournament and Sinner unable to earn points in the coming months, Alcaraz has a great opportunity to get closer once again to the world number 1 spot. The Spaniard has proven in the past that he knows how to play in Indian Wells. He already won this tournament in 2023, and his ability to adapt, combined with his aggressive play, makes him the main candidate for the title. The big question is whether he will be able to take advantage of this situation and reclaim the top spot in world tennis. Could this be the tournament that marks his return to number 1? Shapovalov represents a completely different challenge from Elise. While the Frenchman has never been a major threat on the circuit, the Canadian is a former top 10 player with undeniable talent. In his Indian Wells debut, he showed great form by easily defeating Adam Walton, dropping just 5 games. It's no coincidence that he arrives with confidence, as he has put together impressive performances in recent weeks. He was crowned champion at the ATP 500 in Dallas and was close to repeating success in Acapulco, where he reached the semifinals before falling to Alejandro Davidovich. The Canadian has always been an unpredictable player. With an explosive game and powerful shots, he struggles when conditions don't favor him, and that is precisely what Alcaraz can take advantage of. Shapovalov feels comfortable when the ball moves fast but struggles more when the bounce is high and slow, which could be crucial in this matchup. While the Indian Wells courts haven't changed as much as expected, they remain slower compared to other hard courts, which should benefit the Spaniard. Alcaraz already knows what it's like to face Shapovalov, although their only previous meeting dates back 2 years to the third round of Roland Garros. On that occasion, the Spaniard gave him no chance and defeated him in straight sets without any trouble. However, that match was played on clay, the least favorable surface for the Canadian, so the conditions of this new encounter will be very different. Even so, some aspects could make the difference. One key factor will be the temperature. Indian Wells is known for its changing climate conditions, and in night matches, the temperature tends to drop considerably, which can affect the ball's behavior. A cooler atmosphere can make the ball move a bit faster, which in theory could favor Shapovalov. However, Alcaraz has proven to be a highly adaptable player capable of adjusting his game to the conditions. For the Spaniard, this match represents a turning point in the tournament. Not only is it his first major challenge at Indian Wells, but it's also an opportunity to measure his form against a high-level opponent. With Novak Djokovic and Alexander Zverev eliminated in the first round and Jannik Sinner recently suspended for doping, keeping him out of the circuit for 3 months, the path to the title seems clearer than ever. However, every match in a tournament of this magnitude is a challenge in itself, and Alcaraz cannot afford to be complacent. Shapovalov, on the other hand, will aim to prove his status as a former top 10 player and show that he can compete with the best again. In recent years, he has experienced ups and downs in his performance, largely due to injuries that have hindered his progress, but he is slowly rediscovering his best form. Although this tournament may not be the most favorable setting for him, he has the quality to trouble anyone. The match between Alcaraz and Shapovalov promises to be an intriguing clash of styles. While the Spaniard builds his game on baseline solidity, shot variety, and counterattacking ability, the Canadian relies on a more aggressive approach, with a powerful serve and flat shots designed to finish points quickly. The key for Alcaraz will be to impose his rhythm, move his opponent around, and force him into long rallies, where he tends to make more mistakes. If Alcaraz overcomes this obstacle, His path to the title will become even clearer. With Djokovic and Zverev out of the draw and Sinner absent, the Spaniard has a golden opportunity to add another Masters 1000 title and edge closer to the world #1 spot. The showdown against Shapovalov will mark the real start of the tournament for the Spaniard. So far, everything has been a warm-up, but from this point on, every match will be a true test. If he wants to lift his third Indian Wells title, he will have to prove why he is considered the top favorite and overcome rivals who, like the Canadian, arrive motivated to pull off an upset. Tennis is a sport of moments, and Alcaraz seems to be in his. His confidence, level of play, and ability to handle big challenges have taken him to the top in recent years. Now, with the draw more open than ever, he has a golden chance to solidify himself as the dominant force in the circuit. Indian Wells has witnessed great feats in the past, and Alcaraz wants to write a new chapter in its history. His road to the title requires overcoming a rival who, although inconsistent, remains dangerous. This match will be a true test of his form and will confirm whether he is ready to defend his crown in the California desert. Everyone is amazed by the tattoo Carlos Alcaraz has on his arm. Many can't believe the meaning. Tennis player Carlos Alcaraz surprised the world in his Indian Wells debut by revealing a new tattoo in a very visible spot, his arm. During his comfortable victory over Frenchman Quentin Elise, many noticed that the Spaniard had a date inked on his skin. What's curious is that it refers to a moment that hasn't yet happened, April 23, 2025. A multitude of people have commented on the intriguing tattoo, and Alcaraz himself addressed it on social media, but only by posting an emoji that has sparked even more curiosity. Fans and media outlets have been speculating about its meaning, with theories ranging from a personal milestone to a major career announcement. The mystery surrounding the tattoo has only added to the excitement around Alcaraz, who continues to captivate the tennis world both on and off the court. Some believe it could be linked to an upcoming achievement, while others suspect it may be part of a larger promotional campaign. Regardless of its true significance, the tattoo has become a major talking point among tennis enthusiasts, fueling speculation about what April 23, 2025, might represent for the young Spanish star. Behind this tattoo is simply a powerful promotional campaign for the Netflix documentary Carlos Alcaraz, My Way, which focuses on the life of the Spanish tennis player and will be released precisely on April 23. As announced by the platform, this documentary series, created by Morena Films, will take us inside the professional journey of Carlos Alcaraz, the Spanish tennis player who became world #1 in 2022 at just 19 years old. The series aims to provide an in-depth look at the young tennis sensation's rise to the top, offering exclusive behind-the-scenes footage of his training routines, personal life, and the sacrifices required to compete at the highest level. Fans will witness never-before-seen moments, from the highs of his greatest victories to the struggles and challenges that shaped his career. I'm very happy to experience this with Morena Films and Netflix. People will get to see everything that happens off the tennis court. I think it's something very different. I hope you enjoy this series as much as I will, said the player himself. Alcaraz's journey has been nothing short of extraordinary, and this documentary will allow audiences to understand the mindset, discipline, and determination needed to succeed in the highly competitive world of professional tennis. The release of the series on April 23, 2025, marks a special moment in his career, as it offers fans a chance to connect with his story on a deeper level and witness his relentless pursuit of greatness.